Alright, so here we go with the ammo can battery charger right here. You see I got it on, it's at 39.7 volts. Right now, I'm charging my phone with it actually in the basement. Okay, that's the little inverter that I put on there that can do up to 200 watts. And then this is stepped down from a 36 volt battery from an e-bike to a 12 volt. And I did it for a 12 volt so I could plug it in with a little 12 volt thing on the inside. Alright, now I put these little ends on it because these go to the BMS in the lithium ion battery to charge it. Since I garbage picked the e-bike, I didn't have nothing to charge it with. So these are the ends for the battery charger. Now I don't have the ends to go in here, so let me show you what I bought. Alright, so I bought, I have one right here. I was mad that they came in an 8-pack, but this is going to be the charger. But I got to solder them on, so I do got to clip these off and solder these on. But they also have the rubber piece so water can't get in, okay? So I was looking around the ammo can box where this is going to go. And I'm more than likely going to put it on the back side of it. Right here. I'm going to drill a little hole. These come with the little nuts on the back that you put it through here. And you charge it. Now with this also, I bought a 36 volt charger. These actually charge up to 42 volts. This battery can go up to 42 volts. So I'm going to go ahead and drill that hole and put that on there. I wish I had the ends to just do that, but I couldn't find them and I wanted to get this done right now. But I want to be able to charge it just with a regular charger, because this is what I've been charging it with. Let me show you. I've been charging it with my 60 volt benchtop charger. That's a 60 volt benchtop charger is what I've been charging it with. That's a Jetson Bolt e-bike. That's what I garbage picked, and the battery, the lithium ion battery, was in the Jetson Bolt e-bike. So I'm going to turn it off right now. This is the on and off switch I put on it. So I got to turn it off. Then you'll see how the voltage go down. So now it's off. Although these leads don't let them touch, because these have power going to them, because they're going directly into the BMS, the battery management sensor in there. That has a built-in battery management sensor that won't let it overcharge. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in, and then this got a sensor in it to stop it at 42 volts, which this is the capacity for this thing. So let me drill that hole and run this through right here. Alright, here's a word of advice. Don't hit that battery. You hit that battery, you're going to start a fire. So that's where the charger is going to be, right on the back. And then you got to put before you connect the wires, you got to put the washer on there and screw that in so it holds that in tight right there. And then these are already ready. I have some shrink wraps, these little shrink wraps, and they got a piece of solder on the inside. So I'm going to try to do it with a lighter. I don't want to go get my butane one, so I'm going to try to do it with that. You may be asking, I thought you were going to use that ammo can for that speaker box and everything, because I still got that speaker box over there. I'll show you right now. I was actually going to put a car stereo in the top of this right here and use the speaker box right there. The reason why I changed my mind with that, is because I use this so often. It's so convenient downstairs, and it's so handy to carry around with me. And on van life with this charger now, with this right here, when I'm plugged in, I could actually top this off and charge this. You know, I got a bunch of little lithium ion battery packs. I could top this off and charge this right here. This can discharge up to 200 watts. It had a 200 watt motor, 250 watt motor hooked up to it, but I know this can only do 200 watts. But if this is closed, I use it opened and closed. If it's closed, it gets hot. I have to, when I'm running it and everything, if I know I'm pulling a lot of wattage, I do got to leave it open. This right here, you see I had it just glued on. It melted off, so I got to put some washers in between it so there's some space, and then put some little screws. Make sure you don't hit the battery when you do any of that. So now I got to connect my charger port to my batteries right here so it could charge the battery. But also, let's see what we got. What was I going to say? These are small wires right here. Smaller than the discharge wires, because this will charge only at 1.5 to 2 amps. That's a 1.5 to 2 amp charger, but it discharges. Let me see if it says right here. There's a label right there. capacity 6 amp hours. It's a 36 volt battery. It doesn't say the discharge, so I don't remember what the discharge was right here. So let me get these connected. I got these little heat shrink tubes. If there's room when I cut the ends off, I cut them kind of far, so if I need this piece, I have little stuff saved like this that I could just connect the wire to. I melted the crap out of it. It took longer with the I got tape on that one, but look, I melted that one with the shrink wrap. I'm gonna go ahead and tape that up. I just used the regular little big lighter, but it melted and it's all solid. I gotta do the black one now, and then we'll see if it charge. All right, I got both of them heated, and these are got shrink wrap under them also, but I still tape them up. This is actually pretty solid. I can't feel anything that was penetrated or broken, but I'm still gonna tape it all the way up that way. And then there's your little charging port right there. There's your little charging port right there. But I mean, if it does get wet, it'll drip. It won't even get into the charging port. And then now I'm gonna tape those up, and then we'll go plug it in. Here's one good thing about having a solar inverter right here. That's the solar inverter right here. Is you use the sun to charge all your lithium-ion batteries, so you don't got to plug them into the grid. But right now I'm taking that upstairs with me, so I want to shoot video in the light. By the way, these are my little plants underneath my fish tanks right here. Okay, this is a Cupinho Smart Lithium Ion Charger. Input 100 volts to 240 volts. Output 42 volts at 2 amps. Alright, so I plugged in the charger right there. You see I'm at 39.9 volts right there. This is 12 volts. All this outlet is 12 volts. And I didn't want to put a 12 volt meter on it because I want to know how much voltage is in the battery. I know it's discharging 12 volts, but I want to see the battery capacity. So that's a 36 volt battery, and you see the battery capacity, it could charge up to 42 volts. So in the back right here, I already opened it up. So this is red, this will go green when it's fully charged. So you see it went from 39.9 to 40.3, so it's already charging. So that's done. That's my battery pack. Now when I'm on van life, if I'm plugged in, I got the 30 amp to 15 amp adapter, and with the like a 10 strip outlet. I know that's a lot, we don't use that much, but if we're on the road in the van track, we're able to charge this with us and have the outlets on the road. And I know if need be, I could discharge up to 200 watts. We got a big trip with like 10, maybe 10 kids going with us on vacation. So if anybody needs to charge their cell phones, I'll have this with us. They got to charge their iPad. They got to plug in the iPad. I'll have this with us. And I got the two other ones. I should show you them right now. These are my Go Power Plus I bought on clearance at Walmart. You see they got a 2.1 amp cell phone chargers. The 3.0 cell phone chargers. This one right here is only 100 watts. That one right there is 100 watts. Now these suckers, they do take a long time to charge. These you have to let you charge overnight. That one right there, I believe it's going to charge faster. 40.05 already, because that's a 2 amp charger. I don't know what these chargers are. Actually, the charger for those right there is 3.2 amps. 15 volts, 3.2 amps. 100 to 120 volt input, and output is 15 volts. So it takes 15 volts to charge these, and it's 3.5 amps. But these do take quite a bit of time to charge, but they'll last forever. We have LED lights in the van. We got LED lights, so these will keep the lights on forever and charge stuff. You could run the laptop off of these right here. You could run the laptop off of those. You could run lights if we need the lights for the shooting video or whatever. We could charge our cell phone, charge our laptop, charge charge our cameras. So I think they're pretty cool. I'm in for that one for about $100. About $100 is what I'm into that one. But you go look up how much a lithium ion battery pack is, and that sucker right there is going to cost you between $300 and $500. And I'm into for about $100, 80 to $100 on that one. And I use the crap out of that. I use these. You know what the difference why I use it is? That's one that I built, so I use it more often. All right, talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.